today we're gonna watch Fractured Fairy Tales and Faulty Folklore by PunkeyDoodles. I've seen some of the shorts, but it's nice to see a compilation and laugh together about it. Let me know in the comments below what other videos you want me to react to. I read every single comment. And let's look at some fairy tales. I love D&D shorts videos. Yeah. But I think this isn't just specifically D&D shit, it's just fantasy shit. Because it's specifically fairy tales and folklore, which, you know, are a real thing. So, yeah. It's watch. These are short, so it's gonna be a quick laugh.
There's a serial killer in your town. Unfortunately for them, you are a necromancer, and you're having fun driving that maniac insane. Okay, listen. I need you to do me a favor. So the guy who killed you has actually killed a lot of people in town. Why has no one noticed? I'm glad you asked. It's because every time I bring them back. Now listen, dying had to suck, right? Right, but I fixed it, and I will continue fixing it. So please, don't tell the cops about the serial killer.
What? He's just gonna go around?
No, I get it. Listen, I understand. You don't want them to hurt more people. But listen, I will keep fixing it, right? Just listen.
Insane!
Listen, when they see you again tomorrow, wouldn't it be so funny if you acted like nothing happened? Just to f with them, right? Fairy tales and fantasy, two types of—
Honestly, so fucking based. That's the kind of necromancer I would be. So fucking based. Reviving a killer's victims just to fuck with him. That is so based.
people go in towers, princesses and wizards. Princesses are placed there against their will or with the intention of keeping them safe. This is very different from wizards who seek out towers to hone their sorcery in solitude. I would like a story where a princess is placed in an abandoned tower that used to belong to a wizard, and so she spends long years learning the craft of wizardry from the scraps left behind and becomes the most powerful magic wielder the world has seen in centuries, bursts out of the tower and wreaks glorious, bloody vengeance on the—
That would be such a good story.
That would be my kind of story.
That would honestly be so good.
Answering the door and sighing, going, "No, I'm not the witch. He lives over there," and points across the street to a dazzlingly pretty boy wearing a gold waistcoat who's waving excitedly at them. This happens 268 times a month.
You have many of the abilities of a Disney princess. You can talk to animals, people burst into song around you, and it seems every other day a Prince Charming type falls madly in love with you as one of the most feared enforcers in New York. It's tough, but you make it work. "How did you know?" He squeals, on his knees and shaking. Your finger tightens around the trigger. "A little birdie told me." A fair maiden knocks.
The birdie is a snitch.
And the goth ladies
As a if not a life mage, without the holy magic shades, true.
door and says she's here to find love. The goth sighs, points across the road and says, "The witch is over there. He doesn't do love potions because consent, but he might be able to make you prettier, although 90% of the time it turns out the spell didn't do anything but make you more confident." Maiden
No, she's a
blushes and
lesbian.
sheepishly explains that she knows he's the witch. She just talked to him and he sent her over here. Goth looks over her shoulder to see the Kimbo witch standing outside his house giving her a grin and a double thumbs up. Warlock
Lesbians! We love lesbians!
patron idea. While putting your favorite condiment on a sandwich, you accidentally make a magical occult symbol and summon a demon. You suddenly take out 2 more slices of bread out of the package and make another sandwich. You put it on a plate with a handful of potato chips and hand it over to the demon. He takes the sandwich, smiles, and vanishes in a puff of demonic smoke. The next day, you get that job promotion you were after. There was no contract, no words spoken. You owe nothing. Every now and then, another demon pops in for lunch. Demons don't often get home in sandwiches. The character concept.
Valid.
Woman makes deal with demon to have its child in exchange for eternal life or something. Woman then makes deal with witch and offers her firstborn for, like, riches or something. Woman dumps demon baby on witch, absconds with her winnings, and leaves witch and demon fighting for custody. Half demon baby grows up learning magic and visiting hell on weekends and every second Christmas. I think it would be very funny for, like, characters in a fantasy setting to walk into a pub to try to order, and the bartender sighs and goes, "Species in age," while pulling out a massive book holding the drinking age for every type of species capable of purchasing alcohol. He might—
Actually true. Like, different species must have different drinking ages, right? But then again, a fantasy setting, nobody will care if a child drinks alcohol, so...
Hot water doesn't work? Landlord. Not my domain. Fire Lord. nor mine. What? Waterlord rising up out of the sink. Who dares disrupt the mighty Waterlord, god of the seven seas? I do. My hot water doesn't work. Oh, for real? I'll call the plumber. Hello, sir. May I have your name? No?
Please. Notice the greatest support for something stuck in eternity. True.
No, you may not have my name, but you may call me John. Sir, this is a DMV, and I am not a fae. Oh, then you wouldn't mind holding this iron horseshoe, right?
Oop.
I took Elvish in school. And
You would never know where's the fae. You always have to be careful.
fucking hated it. The teacher was like 700 years old, and he'd take us on field trips to sit on the banks of a babbling brook and watch the fall of sunlight through the leaves. My friends in Spanish class were like conjugating verbs and shit, and meanwhile I was in an old-growth forest being overcome with awe at the sight of a majestic stag. Like, yeah, Mr. Autumnheart. When are we gonna learn, like, any grammar? Listen to the murmur of the wind in the treetops, and you shall find the grammar you seek. Like, fuck, dude, your pedagogy leaves much to be desired. Werewolf, about to devour me. Me, makes throwing motion. Did you just pretend to toss a ball hoping I'd chase it so you could escape? No? I'll be right back. So...
You think that would actually work against a werewolf?
Said the royal advisor, wringing his hands. The curse states that the princess will die on the night before her 25th birthday. Hang on, said the princess. On the night before? The advisor nodded grimly. So what you're saying is that until that one specific date, I am effectively immortal. Technically.
Oh no.
Yes, but then the king stammered. Wow, said the princess, who was 16 and did not possess amazing impulse control.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna go teach myself how to juggle chainsaws while hang gliding over shark-infested waters. Catch you chuckleheads later.
No. Just because you're mortal doesn't mean you can't be injured. Like, immortality, right? It just means you cannot die. It doesn't mean you cannot be injured. So you could technically live to all eternity completely crippled. Just saying, if you're immortal.
Faye gets such a bad rap. I'm not going to steal your soul. I'm going to purchase it at fair market value. Don't be so dramatic. The fact that the current going rate of a human soul is roughly 1 enchanted pastry is really more of a you prop. So let me get this straight. We're here to rescue a princess. That's right. At the request of a princess. Right again. And you, who will be leading the expedition, are also a princess. You're very perceptive. How big is your royal family again? We don't have one. But what? We overthrew our monarchy centuries ago, but we keep most of the titles around. The rank of princess is held by the directors in charge of various civil service branches. Huh. And the princess we're rescuing today is in charge of public sanitation. The Lord of Death's Dominion kidnapped your public sanitation director? We think he's a little confused.